let's talk about Roblox Bloxburg. You see, over the weekend, there was some pretty massive drama, if you want to call it drama. You see, I went on Twitter, and for 24 straight hours, hashtag Free Bloxburg was trending, with a bunch of content creators saying, make Bloxburg free, hashtag Free Bloxburg. Now, my first thought was, oh my god, did Bloxburg get kidnapped? What happened? But then I remembered something that I had completely forgotten about. Bloxburg still costs, to this day, 25 Robux to play. It's paid access. You have to buy it to play it. It is not free to play. And to be honest, I had completely forgotten about this. But then I started thinking, why? Why is it still paid access? Why do you have to pay to play Bloxburg? Every other game on Roblox is free to play. Why not Bloxburg? Well, that's the question we're going to be answering in this video. Now, real quick, a little bit of a history lesson. Bloxburg was created on November 4th, 2014. So it was created basically 10 years ago. And then the Wikipedia page says it released in beta in 2016. So all in all, the game has been public and out on Roblox for almost, or at least over 8 years now. And despite being that old, which most Roblox games don't make it that far, it is still on the front page of Roblox. You can see from the concurrent player graph here, yeah, players have dropped a little bit, but it's still one of the most popular Roblox games ever. In fact, it's got 23,000 players right now, despite it being midday on a school day in the middle of the week. And even though it still costs Robux. Now, let's talk about that, because that's where the drama comes in. Because you see, the only reason it ever costs Robux to begin with is because of this right here. Beta. The game launched in a paid access beta. Now, for the people that don't know what the word beta means, right before a game releases, whether it's a Roblox game or a AAA game like Call of Duty, generally the game will have a beta. It's kind of like a test demo. The game's not fully done yet, but it's almost there. And they don't want everybody and their mom to play the beta because the game's not fully finished yet, right? They just want a select amount of people. And so to limit who gets access to it, they make it paid access. And then generally whenever the game comes out, it'll release and it'll go free to play. Now, as we can see, Bloxburg in the title, it doesn't say beta anymore. In fact, according to this video here, the beta tag was removed all the way back during the pandy. So why, if the game is out of beta, does it still cost 25 Robux to play? You know, I was reading on the Wikipedia page here, and it says right here, in 2019, when Welcome to Bloxburg was still titled in beta, Coeptus, who was the creator of the game, put in the description for the game that it would be completely free after it was finished with beta. And, well, obviously, clearly, that has not happened. And it probably has something a little bit to do with this right here. So back in December of 2022, a little over a year ago, Bloxburg, popular Roblox game Welcome to Bloxburg, was reportedly acquired by the Embracer Group in a $100 million deal. Basically, this group called the Embracer Group, who owns a lot of video games like Tomb Raider, they bought Bloxburg for $100 million. You guys remember when Microsoft bought Minecraft and how that was like a really big deal back in the day? Man, I'm getting old, huh? It's basically exactly like that, which is why when you go to the Bloxburg game page now, it doesn't say Coeptus or anything. It says Bloxburg Development. Coeptus doesn't directly own the game anymore. He sold it to the Embracer Group. Now, whenever deals like this take place, whenever someone buys an IP or a property or video game, they generally buy it for a little bit more than it's worth. So if they bought Bloxburg for $100 million, for example, then that means that Bloxburg wasn't making $100 million a year. It probably wasn't making $50 million a year. Maybe it was making like 30 or 20. Still a lot of money. 20 million, $30 million, still a lot of money. But what they do is they buy it for something like 100 million and they say, hey, we can double the profits. Instead of it making 20 million a year, maybe we can make it make 40 million a year. And then 5 years later, they've made all their money back and more. And since Bloxburg doesn't have a lot of monetization tactics, it doesn't have crazy loot boxes, it doesn't have pet simulator pets, it's just got a handful of game passes. I'm guessing they make the majority of their money from people straight up buying the game. But wait a minute, because there's something else to consider. Something that you guys may not know. Roblox has the system now called premium payouts. Now, I'm not going to read the entire Wikipedia page or document page that Roblox has for this, but essentially what this means is if a Roblox game is free to play, and you have premium, if you're a Roblox player with Roblox Premium and you play a free-to-play Roblox game, Roblox is going to pay that developer just because you played the game. But the key word there is it has to be a free-to-play game. Roblox Brookhaven, for example, makes a lot of their money from premium payouts. It's free to play. A bunch of free-to-play players have Roblox Premium. They play Brookhaven. Brookhaven gets paid. But I'm guessing that when the Embracer group here bought Bloxburg, they probably did the math. They did the math to see how much they make per year with it being paid access and how much they make per year with it being free to play with premium payouts. And they probably found out that they make more money by making people buy the game, which is why Bloxburg probably doesn't go free to play. It's all about the money. At the end of the day, it's all about the money. Always has been. Probably always will be. Now, with that being said, I do think Bloxburg will go free to play in the future. No game is popular forever. Eventually, the player counts will start dropping. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, maybe not 5 years, maybe it's 10 years from now. But eventually, the player counts will start dropping. It's just what happens when you have an old game. And at that point, at that moment, that is probably when they will make the game free to play. But there's also another argument I want to talk about real quick. During the hashtag free Bloxburg trend, I saw a lot of tweets like this. People tweeting hashtag free Bloxburg be like, and it's homeless Squidward. You guys are beyond broke. It's less than $1. And yes, that's true. 25 Robux is actually less than $1. It's like 25 cents. But something you have to keep in mind, you can't just buy 25 Robux on Roblox. You have to buy at least $4 worth of Robux. $8 worth of Robux. In some territories, $10 worth of Robux. So while it's easy to say, yeah, every 8-year-old probably has 25 cents, it's a lot harder to say, yeah, every 8-year-old has 4, 8, $10. Just something to consider here when you're thinking about Bloxburg and how much it costs to play the game. Now, with that all being said, to wrap up the video, my official guess is we'll probably see Bloxburg go free to play in the near future. I don't think it's going to be paid access forever. Eventually, Bloxburg is going to reach a point at which almost everybody that will buy Bloxburg already has. It's kind of like Minecraft, right? Almost everyone and their mom has bought Minecraft at this point. And eventually Bloxburg is going to get to that point, and the amount of money that they make every day from people buying the game, it's going to start going down. And at that point, it would make sense for the game to go free to play. They'll probably introduce some different monetization mechanics. Maybe they'll add pets to the game. Maybe they'll put loot boxes in the game. Who knows? But at the end of the day, no matter what they do, they have to make back that $100 million somehow. So whether it's through monetization methods like loot boxes or through the game being paid access, they're going to make that money back. But let me know what you guys think down below. When do you think Bloxburg is going to go free to play, if ever?